Alright, what's up, guys? So, I got a video request from AK the Hooper. He wants me to talk about how health issues isolate you to a degree most can't relate to. Yeah, I'll say I have mental health problems with certain things, but there's certain things that I can't relate to with a lot of people, like physical health problems, or they have like a rare condition, or they have like a hereditary disease that affects their life, or they were born with these genetics that hinder their life, physically or mentally in a way, right? When majority of people don't have like severe mental health issues or physical health problems in this world, you feel more isolated. You feel like most people don't want to relate to you in a way, or maybe it's not like they don't want to, is they try to put in the effort and they just can't fully understand because they never experienced that themselves. All they can do is try to hear you out. That's it. And that just makes you isolate more, basically. So, yeah, they don't understand the loneliness you go through. For example, if you have health issues, because when you have health issues, it makes you isolated and you would like to talk to people that are like-minded, for example, but there's a lot of people that are judgmental. There's a lot of people that are bullies, and why would someone bully somebody or put others down for having health issues, like if they're having mental health issues and they're like having a breakdown, people will be judgmental on that a lot of times and they don't take it seriously and they'll think they're faking it, for example, like depression, right? So, and a lot of people just will never understand like severe physical health problems, or you have like these genetics that is like rare for someone to have, and it can affect your life and it can affect like many things that people can't relate to. Like people don't understand, like there's people out there that crave like friendships, for example. It can be harder for them to make friends than someone that doesn't have health issues like that, or a relationship. They may crave like intimacy and stuff like that. Like, I'm not saying they can't get it, but it's harder because people are shallow. That's what it is, and it makes people don't understand that viewpoint, and I'll say, to me, I'll never understand that either. Like, I'll never understand like people that have problems that are way worse than mine, that I can't relate to. Like, I'll never really relate. Like, all I can do is try to understand, and I try my best to put in the effort to try to hear them out, That's all I can do for myself, But there's a lot of people that have an ego where they feel like they can understand someone when they're not in their shoes, they never experienced that. A lot of people are like this too, and that makes you want to isolate from these people too. Let's see. Yeah, and the thing is, you isolate from these people is just, it just, a lot of people just can't relate to it, A lot of people don't have these issues and they're able to go out and they don't have to isolate, basically. They never had that feeling of loneliness in a way where it severely is detrimental for their life, It can exacerbate their health issues. Like, they can have physical health issues, but it can exacerbate their mental because of it, And that's messed up. And the thing is, like, you can, like, with mental health issues, like, they can come and go. Like, one day they can be okay, and then the next they're fucking severe, How do you know you can overcome that, right? There's a lot of people out there that have a hard time overcoming it, and then there's people that don't have as bad mental health issues, can overcome it, Depends on the supportive family. That's even worse too. If you don't have a supportive family and you're having health issues, a like that's even harder also, right? I guess if you have supportive family, then it could be a little easier, but you're still gonna feel like garbage though. But yeah, if you don't have that supportive family, then that's even more difficult, you know? That's something a lot of people can relate to as well. They don't have someone to rely on, you know, unlike other people, for emotional support when their health issues are going to shit, or they just don't have someone to open up and talk to in their family, right? So, yeah. Yeah, and that's like I said before. That's not like there's a lot of people out there that have worse things than me, and I'll never understand. I'll never really fully be in their shoes. You know. I guess you could just try your best to try to hear them out. Um, yeah, the cost of like to treat your health issues they can't relate to because it's expensive and makes it harder to save money or something, for example. You know, it's difficult. Or say they want to do something fun, but their health issues get in the way all the fucking time. What the hell's that? You know, I thought this life's about enjoyment, right? But when these health issues get in the way of everything, it ruins your plans. It ruins what you want to do to have fun. You know, that's something people can't relate to, and then it just makes you have a hard time finding people that are like-minded, that try to their best to understand you, or find people that are similar, you know, that are dealing with health issues in the same way, you know. A lot of people just can't relate to that. And then the medications too, like you could be taking so many medications and you could be feeling all these side effects, and a lot of people just don't get it, you know. There's people out there that don't even take really medication at all, and they'll never fully understand, and that makes you isolated from these people, you know. And then they want to isolate from you because they can't understand, you know. So, and then dealing with like the nurses, dealing with the doctors. They could be rude, they could be stuck up, you know? When you ask them a question, or they can interfere with your boundaries if you're in the hospital, you know? They won't stop giving you vitals at a certain time. They always want to interrupt your sleep. They want to irritate you, you know? And something a lot of people can't understand, you know? It's just worse when you're like at a young age and you're experiencing health issues that way, you know? I guess there's a lot of people out there that don't have health issues at all when they're young, and they're lucky. I consider those people lucky in life, you know? They don't have hardly any mental health issues. They have good genetics. They have no physical health problems, you know? Like it benefits people, you know? They're lucky that they don't have to deal with that at a young age. It doesn't hinder their life. And people don't seem to get it, you know? It's like a curse. Like you're given these health issues, and it just affects your life. And there's a lot of people that'll separate themselves from a person like that. And there's a lot of people that are fucking shallow, you know, and they don't fucking like question things, you know. A lot of people want to find people that want to benefit them. They want to have that status or superficial things like that, you know. Things that they crave, you know. Yeah, it's something else. Yeah, I can't imagine like people having health issues and it just affects their life to the point where it just makes them feel like garbage all the time, you know? And they never asked for that. It's not like, oh, give me this health issue, you know. It just comes to you like genetics or environmental, you know. It sucks. But I'll catch you guys on another one.